Bliss Seekers. It's Kathy Stoll from Bliss Beyond Nap Time, and welcome to the Creative Bliss in Life and Biz show. So today we are talking about how to finally become a coach in 2019. If you are setting goals and becoming a coach is one of them this year, then you're gonna want to listen in today. So what did you do for New Year's? We went to a friend's place for an amazing party. And one of the cool things of living in this neck of the woods is I'm surrounded by the woo. Everyone's a little bit woo-woo. I love it. It's part of the reason I love being here and I'm not going anywhere. And someone was mentioning about the numerological significance of the year 2019. So she kind of mentioned it to me, something about this is a great year for change. Numerologically, so I can't even say it, numerology wise. So I decided to do a good old Google, and it turns out the good old, what are they called? The Astro Twins had a blog post, 2019. If you add it all up together, it comes up to the number 3. And the number 3 numerologically stands for creativity and optimism. So how perfect this time of the year. Everyone is setting goals, and that takes some creativity. You are creating a goal for yourself, and hopefully a smart one at that. And also, it does take a nice dose of optimism. And being the beginning of the new year, you can literally smell the optimism in the air. I went yesterday to meet a friend for a sauna at the local recreation center, and I couldn't believe how packed the place was, the gym. And the optimism of seeing all those people, you can smell those, I don't know if they release some kind of pheromones or what, but I was getting pretty pumped just standing in the check-in area, and I saw the sign, and now I want to sign up for a personal trainer again. But it's contagious, but it fades. So if you want to become a coach this year, I don't want that enthusiasm to phase, because I'm very passionate about incorporating some kind of coaching services to your online business, especially if you are creative. The creative process offers a lot of ways to incorporate in making any of your life dreams come true, your clients' dreams come true, and in essence, reaching any of the goals that you can create with optimism. So while I can't coach and train everybody one-on-one, I can offer you a few tips on what you can do to ensure that this is the year 2019, the year of creativity and optimism, that you can finally become a coach. So the first thing I like to share with my new students, talking about the students in my Creative Bliss Coaching Academy, is we always begin with the module called creating space in your life so you can become a coach. So this actually began intuitively. Intuitively, I knew I wanted to turn that big old chapter in my life from offering my creative outlet. I was selling my creative wares on Etsy, and it was also intertwined with my lifestyle at the time. We were out on a hobby farm. So we just moved into town, and I was kind of excited because part of the move incorporated that I wasn't going to be homeschooling the kids anymore. They were going to go to my dream school for them at the local Waldorf school. So we had a big garage sale, and I found it almost symbolic that I sell all of my homeschooling curriculum at this garage sale. I sold all of my spinning equipment and my fibers, and it was part of letting go of that dream. I didn't sell my milking stool. It's just sitting here right now because my essential oil diffuser sitting on it. Plus that's a little too nostalgic for me. But it was all about releasing the old to make space for the new in my day-to-day. So that can look like a physical decluttering, releasing, at the same time I had tons of books on homesteading that was sold. It's just releasing the physical stuff, as well as could be psychically, energetically, starting to surround yourself with more positively minded folk. So just being more attuned into what is serving you in your days, so that you can literally create the space so that you can welcome in some new energy and some new goals being reached in your days. Now, you also want to start creating some time in your days. So maybe you are working a full-time job, or you have small kids at home. Perhaps those hours, traditional 9 to 5, are eaten up with other obligations right now. So if you want to finally become a coach in 2019, I encourage you to carve out some time. So again, you have to get creative here. Maybe waking up an hour early, or staying up a little later while your partner gets Netflix ready. Just do what you need to do. What is going to look like? It's going to look like, if you are taking a coaching training program, that's when you could do the homework. Or if you are bypassing that, you feel comfortable in working one-on-one already, this can look like practice clients or working on your sales page. So whatever it is, that's going to be the next step towards actually earning an income from your coaching services. Create the space within your time constraints you're currently facing right now. So something else you need to do in order to become a coach, you're also going to want to work on your mindset. So this is a huge part of becoming a coach. It's not an easy path. And just like any other entrepreneurial endeavor, it's going to challenge your mindset almost on a daily basis. So it's so important that you feed that mindset some good vibes, some reminders that the gods are smiling upon us. It's 2019, numerologically, this makes sense. So a great way to do that, what I recommend, is think of a self-help book that spoke to you at an early age, one that really resonates with you, and perhaps you haven't visited in a long time. Maybe now's a good time to revisit that. I like to think the brain is changing every 7 years. So with your new brain, revisit something that really spoke to you in your younger years and see how this can carry you forward today. Find yourself a new mindset book. And again, surround yourself with positive people. And again, start collecting those tools. And that's going to be actually another step in just a second, but not before this next step, becoming familiar with the coaching process itself. So if you want to become a coach, you're going to have to get comfortable with being a coaching client. So find yourself a coach. And you want to get familiar with the coaching process. So work with a few coaches if you can, even what kind of style you like, how you're being held as you're getting onboarded into the coaching package. What did you like about that style? And this is going to be, if you're going to be a coach, you need to be coach. So get familiar with the coaching process. So one way to do that, again, is to become a client yourself, but also study. Get out a book on the coaching process. Familiarize yourself with really good practices. And then you're going to start practicing this even in your day-to-day. Allow it to become a habit. So a cool part about being a coach is I'm actually practicing my communication skills with my friends and my family all the time. So becoming a coach has really helped me become aware of my listening skills and how to listen whole body, how to hold space for someone, really discovering what is really alive with them right now and to encourage them in a really positive manner. So get comfortable with the coaching process and familiar, because this is going to allow you to visualize how this is going to look for you as a coach. This is going to allow you to really get specific on how you can literally help your ideal client, because you probably have a niggling of who your target market is. And so once you get familiar with how coaching works, then you could see, wow, I can help these people get from point A to point B. And this is going to make everything so much easier once you're actually ready to put up your open for coaching business shingle. And finally, what you need to do to make 2019 the year that you're going to become a coach is get the coaching tools. So you're set up with the coaching process, and it's kind of like a recipe. So there's the science there. You have to make sure the oven's at a certain temperature, and make sure you saute your onions before you put the garlic in, because otherwise the garlic's going to burn. Very similar to the coaching tools. So once you get the coaching tools, then you can have fun. Then you can get creative with them, work with your specific niche, and let them see the results. And you just get to have fun with them. Again, I use the tools on my kids. I use them on myself constantly to help support me in those other previous steps. I really hope that you decide to go for it. If you have heard yourself whispering, I'm thinking about becoming a coach this year. If you're having deja vu, like you said it a few times already, then perhaps this is a sign that it's time to take those steps. And like I said, I do train people to pick up the coaching process tools and create a business one-on-one, but that's not feasible for everyone. So that's why I created the Creative Bliss Coaching Academy, and it is going to be open for just a few days in mid-January. It's open for a few days each month. We open the doors for new students, so I invite you to check out the link before to sign up. And if you're watching the replay of this and you missed the doors open, then be sure to get in on the waiting list, and you'll be notified when doors open up again. So if you're ready for fast forwarding in your mind's eye 2020, and you're like, wow, cool, here I am ready to start creating a $3,000 a month income from a livelihood that I'm super passionate about, that's aligned with my creative expression, and seeing that vision of the world where there's women supporting each other through all sorts of different life obstacles and struggles and dreams, then I really do hope you join us. So I'll leave a link everywhere. Leave me a comment or private message me if you have any questions. So have an awesome time being super creative and super optimistic in 2019. The numbers are telling us it is so, and I am so excited. Okay guys, have an awesome day. Bye.